Good morning, everybody. This is Lalita speaking, and I'm sitting here in our small Snowden hall because even though the sun is shining, it's a little bit cold outside, so I come to you from inside today. So, actually, it's amazing if you could see what I can see. I've got two phones in front of me. One is for Instagram Live, and one is for Facebook, so my eyes will go between both of them a little bit. So, if you see my eyes wandering. So this morning it's actually, so welcome, I can see people flooding in and from wherever you are, from all over the world, welcome to this special and precious day. So this morning I want to talk to you about something that is, I think, really quite important. It isn't something that you don't know, but if we go through it just systematically, it might make a new sense to you, and I think it will be very helpful when it comes to acting as a medicine for this virus that we are experiencing at the moment. So what I like to start off with is to say that the power of our mind is amazing. If you look at the power of thought is a very light, it is a very quick, it's very mobile and it's instant. So our thoughts are instant. And what is really good to know is that our thoughts are always there first. It precedes the manifestation of whatever we are thinking about. And that is really important to know. So for example, if you say, I want to make dinner now, that thought has to be there first before you go into the kitchen and you cook and then manifest a meal. So if you hadn't had that thought, I want to make dinner now, dinner would never come into being because you have to have the thought first. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so it's like that with everything. You know, I want a new dress. That thought need to be there before you go into the car, which you can't do at the moment. I'm just talking from a hopeful level here and looking into the future and looking as to what we used to do. Then that needs to be there before you go into the car, and then you go and buy a dress and then you wear it. So it is absolutely true that our thought always precedes the manifestation of everything that we do in our lives. Does that make sense? It does. I know it does. So the second thing that we need to remember is that everything is connected. And the other day I talked about how we are connected to nature and how to talk to the rocks and the trees. But everything is connected, meaning that our mind is connected, or our thoughts are connected to our physical body and connected to our emotional and spiritual and states of being. So it's really quite important so that we know that those cannot be separated. So our mind is connected to our physical body, it's connected to our emotional body, it's connected to our spiritual body, and to our spiritual and emotional states of being. So what happens is that a thought comes into our mind from somewhere, then the mind interprets that thought according to what our past experiences have been, what our belief systems are, and then the mind then will just interpret that and make up its mind as to what signals it then wants to send out onto all these different planes. I hope that makes sense. So when it comes to this virus, if we say to ourselves, and of course it is fed by the media, and we need to know what is happening, some amazing, not nice things are happening, but it creates a sense of anxiety, it creates a sense of fear. So if the fear comes into the mind will interpret it in its own way according to what we have experienced and what we believe in. And we may then say, oh, I think, or what the media feeds into us, what we should be thinking. Then the mind says to itself, I think I will also get this virus. 4,000 people have got this virus, and I will surely get this virus as well. So then it then translates that thought into our physical body, onto our emotional body, and onto our spiritual body. And all three will make sure that that will manifest. I know it's amazing fact. So I think we can really help ourselves by saying and using visualizations and affirmations. So of course in Drew we forever have talked about the power of visualizations, the power of affirmations, and the power that has to bring us into a very different place of being, especially if we repeat that visualization, if we repeat that affirmations many times. So what I'd like you to do for a moment is to just sit, just close your eyes for a moment. And then as you close your eyes, you say to yourself, or you see yourself in how you would like to see yourself. So in this case, you might sit and say, I see myself completely full of energy, completely healthy, able to, for my body to withstand this virus, my whole body my immune system is strong. So you see yourself in that way. And then you say to yourself an affirmation that might be, I am strong, I am completely healthy, I am at peace with my being, and I am without anxiety. So that might be your affirmation. I'm strong, I'm completely healthy, my immune system is strong, and I am without anxiety and fear. And then I would like you to add just one sentence. To every affirmation that you ever give to yourself, add this one sentence, and that's a very, very important one. And you may want to listen back to this and then write it down. And the affirmation is, I'll just tell you, is this, what I've just affirmed, or something better now manifests for myself in a totally harmonious and satisfying way for the good of all beings. Please let me just repeat that for you. This or something better now manifests for me in a totally harmonious and satisfying way for the good of all beings. And please remember, when we actually manifest it, this last sentence makes it into a now, and it manifests in this moment now. And that's the power that our mind has to manifest. Remember the power of manifestation that it has. And I think if we do that every day, it might counteract some of the fear, some of the anxiety that is fed to us through the media. And we do need to know what's going on. I'm not saying do not look at the media. I think it's quite important that it's going on. But I think if we use this power of manifestation through visualizations and affirmations, it is like taking a medicine. It really is. So try it today and maybe repeat it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. See yourself completely healthy. See yourself, your immune system full of energy and topped up and full of strength. And then affirm that to yourself with that last sentence. This or something even better manifests from me now in a totally harmonious and satisfying way for the good of all beings. So this is my message to you this morning, and I hope that will help today, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. So have a fantastic day, get out into nature, and yes, and our hearts are with you always. Thank you. Mm.